You're listening to the Weekend Game Plan with Matthew Ross. Brought to you by Royal Ceramic, the consumer and contractor destination for incredible tile selection and much more. Visit royalceramic.com. The Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690.
On TSN 690, it's Weekend Game Plan. I'm Matthew Ross, and Mr. Dave Trentadue is here as well. We're here till 9 o'clock. Game day, Habs taking on the Sens. 5 o'clock is the Baton Rouge Habs pre-game show. Then you got the game, and then later on the Del Mar post-game show. After this program, it's the Play It Again radio show with Mr. Mitch Gallo. We have some texts coming in as to my overblown thought on the 72 series. We have, let's see, we got Vass, who says, by the way, when the Yankees won, their team salary was double the other teams. That's from Vass, as to the gentleman who texted in saying that the Yankees only had to play one series to win back in the day, refuting my thought that the Impact winning the Canadian Championship was silly. From Luigi, guys, it's an accomplishment. Happy for our team. I think they'll beat a lot of teams in Champions League. Go Impact. Great show. That's from Luigi.
Sensible.
Yes.
Sensible Luigi.
Yes. And we had one guy taking a shot at you.
Yeah.
Dan, Matt, can you really take Dave's opinion seriously? An Italian who doesn't drink coffee.
Come on. Coffee's gross.
Yeah. Another texter, always nice to beat Toronto in any sport. That's true.
There you go. That's another...
We'll go with that. We'll go with that theory. All right, we're running short on time. Let's get to our next guest.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper's sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports at thesuburban.com to get in touch with Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper. Mark, what do you got?
Oh, lots of stuff. And we'll start with the Central Canada Hockey League has tapped Beaconsfield's Luke Granger of the Hawkesbury Hawks as the CCM Hockey Player of the Week following the third week of the season. Now, Granger notched 7 points with a pair of goals and 5 assists in the Hawks' 3 games last week, helping Hawkesbury to improve to the 500 level in a tough Iserman division of the league. Luke had 2 assists against the Cornwall Colts, 1 helper in the Kempville 73s match, and then he exploded for 2 goals and 2 assists in the win over the Nepean Raiders. And Granger is currently leading the league with 13 points of 5 goals and 8 assists in 8 games. So he's on a little bit of a tear to start the season.
That is a cool story there. All right, Mark, let's grapple with this next topic, huh? See what I did there?
Yeah, this is what matters. It's Team Canada's...
Yes, Mark, I love
That's terrible.
Team Canada's Linda Moray is the world champion in women's freestyle wrestling in the 59-kilogram division after defeating Russia's Lyubov Ovancharova in Kazakhstan. And this was a huge improvement for Moray, who finished 9th in 2018 at the World Championships, and it also adds to the bronze she won in the 2016 Worlds. Now, Linda trains out of the Westbury Wise famous Reinitz Wrestling Center, and is also a 2-time World University champion for the Concordia Stingers. So a great accomplishment there, and, she keeps training and working at it.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Let's move on to some soccer.
Yeah, and this is... congratulations to the Lakeshore Soccer Club's U17 girls, who are the provincial championships and will be representing Quebec in Canada Soccer's national championships being held in PEI from October 8th to the 14th, following a 4-1 win over the Port Royal in the final game of the schedule to claim first place and a trip to the Nationals. Now, Lakeshore was the cream of the crop in the Ligue de Soccer Elite de Quebec with a 22-win, 2-loss campaign where the club averaged close to 5 goals a game while allowing only 1.25 goals against. And Magali Gagne, who was just at the Canada Soccer U17 camp last week, decimated league keepers as she notched 40 goals in 21 games. Taylor Henry chipped in with a close to a goal-a-game pace as she had 17 goals in 18 games and touched for a pair in the win over Beauport. So I'm going to be tracking the team's efforts when they take to the Nationals and see how they go.
Mark Lidbetter with us here on TSN 690. I always like following this sport, Mark. It's fast and it's fun.
Yeah, we like to call it controlled confusion because it's short track speed skating, and the West Island Cyclone Speed Skating Club is issuing an invitation for a free introduction to short track speed skating course for all West Island youths from the ages of 4 to 12. Now, the 8-week series gets underway next Saturday morning at the Pierre Sportsplex at 8 a.m., and there is a $25 fee which is required for membership in the Quebec Speed Skating Federation, as the federation provides insurance for all members. Now, the intro skaters need to be able to skate on their own, and they must have their own skates, helmets, gloves, and a neck guard. And this can be regular hockey level equipment they can use. Now, what they need to do is they have to go to www.cpvwestisland.ca. That's cpvwestisland.ca to register for this. So if they want to try it out, here's the opportunity.
Okay, and finally,
wheelchair tennis championships are on the tap this weekend as the International Tennis Federation is in town, with Montreal hosting the ITF Wheelchair Tennis Championships at IGA Stadium through Tennis Canada. And the event started on Thursday, runs until tomorrow, and spectators can take in singles and doubles action in the men's and women's categories, and the determined play of the quad division, where athletes with real severe disabilities actually do compete in the sport. So a lot of determination by these players, and it's an amazing thing to see, and here's the opportunity.
Yeah, that does sound very, very cool. Mark, thank you so much. sports@thesuburban.com is the email address for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper.
Yes, and I was there in 72, senior year of high school, so we'll discuss this at a future point, Matthew.
Uh-oh. All right, I'm shaking a little bit. Your Sports Center is up next. On the other side, are the Canadians ready for the season? What are your predictions? And will Ryan Poehling legitimately have a shot to make this team tonight if he does suit up? Stu Cowan of the Gazette joins us.